Okay, so we do, especially in this fundamentals class, we do a lot of trainings and they're all important. Some are going to resonate more with you. Some you're going to get more excited about. Some will strike, more of a nerve with you and you'll be, more interested in that subject, and that's totally natural. But I'm going to be, I want to be very clear here and unambiguous. This is the most important training that we do in the fundamental training. This is the number one training, number one. Okay, there is not any skill more important than this in our business, and that is how to set up appointments, period. Okay, especially as a new person, but as you go throughout your career, if you get this, you're going to have an incredible career. And this is one of those things that you have to master. You want to get really, now, if you're good, awesome, that's great. But if you can get to an 8, 9, or 10 out of 10, you're going to have an incredible career here. And so today, we are going to go through the psychology. We're going to go through the words. We're going to go through objections. We're going to go through how to tie them down. This is a very thorough training that we're going to do today on the number one most important skill for new people. Everybody follow? Okay, I want to be very clear, right? Some things are fun. We talk about winning and it's exciting and all that stuff. This is the most important thing to do. Now, also, if you're like me and you're like most people, this is one of the areas that new people get the most nervous about. When I got started, I loved the business. I was like, man, this is incredible. Everything I'm learning. I love the meetings. I like recognition. I like what we're teaching people. I love that there's an unlimited market. We're helping middle-income families. I can do this part-time. I like the culture, the environment, the noble cause, everything. However, when they mentioned to me that we would have to contact people that I knew, my natural market, my friends, my family, my coworkers, and I would have to call those people or contact them somehow, some way, I was terrified, petrified, scared to death. And some people, now I played it cool, right? I'm a cool cat. I can play it cool, but I was scared. And it almost got me out of the business. I'm going to be honest with you. But my trainer pushed through to get me those first couple appointments. And then after I set a few of them and I went on a few of them, I realized that was all kind of in my head. And I was able to go and help some families and see how professional it was, and away I went. But I'm telling you, I was scared. So if you feel like that, it's totally normal. You're just like me. You're just like what I feel almost anybody that starts this business when we have to contact people. All right. So first, I want you to understand the mentality of appointments. Okay. Our business is setting up appointments and doing appointments. That's it. Everything else is training. Everything else is prospecting, but actually setting up the appointments and doing the appointments is the work. Okay. New people must be appointment focused. This is what everybody wants to study for their exam. Everybody's comfortable showing up to training, but what separates the people that do really well is they set up appointments and they're appointment focused, especially in the beginning. Money. This is the only way we get paid. Okay. This is not a pyramid. We don't get money for signing people up. We are a recruiting organization. We do hire people. We don't We don't have these crazy sign-up fees where we get paid when people, no, we get paid when products are sold, and products are sold on appointments. Also, from appointments, and when we're talking about appointments, we're really talking about qualified appointments, which we'll talk about in a second. You'll get more quality recruits. Referrals. We get referrals from appointments. This is how we're going to build your limited market into an unlimited market. And last, and what I feel is the most important, this is how you're going to become a great trainer. That is the goal, is you go from trainee to trainer, where you can train other people. You're totally independent. You can do presentations on your own, and you can take as long as you want. But that happens with experience, and experience is going on lots of appointments. Okay, so let's start with who we set up appointments with. Okay, now we will set up appointments with anybody. We'll meet with anybody. However, when we're talking about today's training, we're talking about financial planning appointments, financial needs analysis appointments, money GPS appointments, where you are going to learn. So say, for example, Lloyd is going to go out with me. I'm his trainer, and I'm going to present our opportunity to what we call the qualified market. People that fit these 5 categories: age 25 to 55, married, children, own a home, or employed or income. We want to stay in as many of these qualities as we can. Okay. Now, the funnier these appointments, these qualifications get, the funnier the appointment gets. Now, I know this is 2021. So, you know, some people are, they're living together for 10 or 15 years. They're not married. Okay, they're married. You know, I get that. Some people are married, but they're really separated. There are a lot of single parents. People are divorced. I get that. Okay, so I'm not, you know, I understand. But we want to stay as close to these categories as possible. Children. When we talk about children, what are we talking about? Young children, right? Young children like me. I have an 11-year-old, a 9-year-old, and a 5-year-old. That qualifies as children. Also, my parents, right? They have I'm 41, my little sister's 36 or 37, and my older sister's 46, 47, right? Those don't count as children, all right? We're grown, we're adult children, all right? That's not qualified market. Own a home or live on their own. They have their own spot. Do they have to own it? No. Should they own it? Preferably. And this is a non-negotiable. They must have an income. They are employed. We don't have really any account minimums, but if people don't have an income, we can't really present the opportunity to them to become a client or go through the financial needs analysis. So when I take Lloyd out and we go out in the field and and it could be through Zoom or it could be face-to-face, this is what's going to happen. So Lloyd is going to watch me. He's going to sit there. If we're in person, which, you know, are a little bit more scarce now, we used to do all our appointments in person. Lloyd's going to sit there, drink coffee, drink tea, you know, drink water while I do the appointment. And he's going to watch, learn, get trained, get paid. I'm going to do all the work. So I want you guys to understand this. When you're new, when we set up these appointments, you're just going to watch. I watched my trainer. Now, Lloyd, I want you to answer this very carefully.
Okay.
What's your favorite movie? Because I'm going to learn a lot about you by what you say here.
My favorite movie is, okay, so I don't have a favorite movie, but if I were to choose, it would probably be
Okay, quick. Okay, how about this? I'll make it easier for you.
Okay.
What movie have you seen the most? What movie have you watched just like, obnoxiously, an amount of times? Any movie? Have you seen a movie twice?
Yeah, I mean, I've seen a movie twice.
What movie? Quickly.
I've seen iRobot a couple times.
Okay, there you go. That's a great movie, right? Say I've seen iRobot. I don't know why you'd be embarrassed. All right, I get it. It's a good movie. All right, I'm not gonna make fun of you, but
Right.
it's a good movie, right? So you've seen it a couple times. I've seen it a few times too, right? So the second time you saw that movie, did you notice things you didn't see the first time?
Yeah, for sure.
And the third and fourth, and I don't know how many times you've seen. I know you said just a couple. Did you maybe know the parts that were coming up before they even came up?
Yeah,
Like,
for
hey,
sure.
watch this. Oh, this part's really good.
For sure.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
See, I want you guys to understand this. I don't care what movie it is. If you see it 10 times, especially in a short period of time, you're going to know every word. You're going to know the parts that are coming before they come up. You're going to see things that you didn't see the first, second, third, fourth time. And by the 10th time, you know it really, really well. And that's how your field training is going to work. You're going to be with your trainer and you're going to watch. And you're going to, and the mystery of what we do, how we make recommendations, how we read statements, how we collect data to put into the software, it's all the same. Every client is unique, but our questions and our methods are pretty much the same thing. Setting appointments is the most important skill you learn in the business. It's part of the business that recruits get the most nervous about. You got to break the ice. Sounds simple. People will help. As much as people want to help you, they're busy. So I didn't finish this, but so when we go out and I train Lloyd, number one, he's going to get trained. He's going to learn how to do it. He's going to become confident in the process, in our products. 2, we're going to get referrals. We're going to take your limited market, make it unlimited. 3, we're going to get potential recruits. We're going to get potential agents. We're going to go and we're going to sit down with people. Some of them want to make extra money. Some of them want to pay off their debt faster. Some of them want to retire quicker. And when they see what we do and then we have a great training process, you can do it part-time, they're going to get involved with our company. And then 4, we are going to acquire clients. Yes, we are going to acquire clients. And you will get compensated for that. It banks into your field training bonus. And when you get paid, when you get licensed, that money that's held in escrow goes to you. And then obviously once you're licensed, anything in training, you're still in training sometimes when you're licensed. I still was going on training appointments. You get compensated immediately. So let me read these again, right? Setting appointments is the most important skill you learn in the business. It is the part of the business that recruits get the most nervous about. Break the ice. It sounds simple. People will help. As much as people want to help you, they are busy. That's why I wanted to read again. As much as people want to help, they are busy. Okay, so how to set up an appointment. See, most people, they don't take this process very serious and they don't get great results. You got to take it serious, right? Be in the right frame of mind when you are setting these appointments. Stand up, right? Especially if you're talking to somebody on the phone, they can hear it. You also feel better. You come off with a better energy, right? It's not just what you say, it's how you say it. Number 2, why are you calling them? Don't worry about what other people think. I thought about that. What are they going to say? I'm a little embarrassed about what I'm doing, right? No, we're just asking people to help. We're just going for training. We want to get our name out there and think to yourself, I'd be willing to help them. And the only way I can learn this is by doing. Number 3, The people need this information. If I don't contact them, who will? I'm obligated. I got to get this message out. Have the scripts in front of you. Schedule something with them before they get off the phone. So these are the tips, okay? Now, do know your scripts. Knowing them reflexively allows you to focus on listening and being yourself. Do always overbook. 50% of appointments reschedule. They may cancel. In the rare case, they all keep. Great. We can send somebody else, or we can reschedule on them. It's better to reschedule on them than them rescheduling on us. Okay, so you always want to overbook. Do give the prospect alternate choices when deciding on a time to get together. Is Monday or Tuesday better? Is 6:30 or 8:30? You don't say when is good for you. They'll say, sometime next year. They can't. Is Monday or Tuesday good? Is 6 or 8 good? Mornings or afternoons? Weekdays or weekends? That's called the alternative choice. Do be assumptive about prospects wanting to meet with you. We have something they desperately need. Do have both the husband and wife there during the presentation. So if they're married and you're doing a presentation with only one, that's what we call a one-legged appointment. We never do one-legged appointments. Number one, you will not get credit for your training. And number two, they don't work. So don't get offended if, like, I did an appointment yesterday and it was just the wife, the husband was in the shower, and then, we weren't able to get him to sit down. It was on Zoom. I had to reschedule because it doesn't work. Because the spouse is going to try to explain to the other spouse, they're going to do a terrible job. Or one spouse is going to think that, did you make a decision without me? It doesn't work. Look, I'm married. I'm married for, geez, how long am I married for? Almost 13 years, right? 13 years. And, I always have to check with my wife, right? She always has to check with me. We're a team, right? I mean, I can have, oh no, I make all the decisions. Number one, they're lying. Okay, that's not true, right? I'm a throwback. I'm old school. I like to be the patriarch person and stuff like that. But I still check with my wife on everything. Hey, what do you think about this? We bounce ideas off and we make decisions together. All right. And if she made it a major decision, especially about our finances, about consulting me, I would feel some sort of way. Same with her. So that's why we always want to include them. Also, why do we want to include them? Number one, you don't know who the decision maker is. Number two, you don't know who's going to get really excited about it. And three, referrals. If both of them are there, you get different pockets of referrals from different people. 6, do utilize the power of the third party. Initially, that's all you have in common with the referral. It's used to build rapport. Hey, thank you, Carter, for agreeing to help Deanie. She's going to learn a lot. She's having trouble setting up appointments, so this is one of our first ones. Thank you, right? What am I doing? I'm using the third party. This is going to help her. I know you probably know all this stuff, but we're going to just go through this for her. She's going to learn. It's a great exercise for her. Do know people will set an appointment for one of 4 reasons: need, greed, friendship, or curiosity. Do schedule appointments 1.5 hours after another to maximize your time with your trainer. It should be 1 hour after another. I'm sorry for the typo because now we're doing most appointments on Zoom. Do qualified meetings in the right market, 4 and 5 pointers only. Do daytime recruiting interviews, webinar invites for prospects. So, hey, can we meet with somebody that's out of the market? Absolutely, but we introduce the webinar to them first. We send the animated video. We meet with them out of the market. Meeting them, we don't do qualified meetings with them. Do have a goal for the number of appointments you will set every day and every week. Activity is the key, and it begins with setting appointments. Do know your ability to effectively set appointments will directly affect your success. If you cannot set an appointment, you will never have the opportunity to make a presentation, collect data, get commitments, do a carryback, make a sale, get more referrals, or hire anybody. Okay, so I'm looking for videos on raise your hand if you are new and you have not set up any appointments, gone on any appointments. As a matter of fact, you don't even know how to set them up. Raise your hand. Okay. Hello, how are you? Can you unmute? Okay, tell everybody your name.
My name is Eunice Bustamante.
Hey, Eunice, how are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, awesome. Okay, so I'm training you. I'm going to be your trainer.
Okay.
Okay, you're going to set an appointment with Sheila. Okay, because Sheila is married. She has kids. She's in the right market. She's qualified, right? You need to witness a few presentations to get your certification.
Mhm.
And when I went over the target market, Sheila's somebody that you know. Okay, so we know who we set the appointment with. Target market. Now, Eunice, what are you going to say to her? Now, you can pretend I'm Francis. Okay, I'm Sheila's husband. And you call me. How would you set the appointment up?
I would probably tell her that, hi Sheila, I have something that you might need. I mean, something I think that you should consider because it's something that will benefit your family.
Okay. What is it about? So pretend you're doing it with me. So you call me, we chit chat. How are the kids? This, that, blah, 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 right? Did you see the game? Or, how's the first days of school, whatever. And then you say what? What do you say to me? Go ahead. And I chose you on purpose because you haven't set up any appointments. You don't know how to do it because I want to use this as a great example. Okay.
Okay.
So don't worry if you mess it up. I will laugh at you. Okay, hilariously. I will embarrass. No, I'm just kidding. Just go ahead though.
I'd say, hi Shaquille. Nice to see you again. I'm training to get my life insurance license, and I was wondering if you could help me out because I need more training, and since I know you have a very young family, and I know this will also benefit your. If you, I mean, there's no pressure, and I know this will benefit you, and if you like the product that we'll be presenting, or just give me a chance to just hear me out, or just give me a chance so that I'll learn from the training from my higher ups.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. So what do you need from me?
I just need your time with you and your wife to hear the presentation.
Okay. I think I'll be willing to help you. Can I talk to her and call you back?
If you want, I could also, if you want to give me her number, I can call her, and so like she knows that I talked to you.
Okay. Well, no, I don't think it'll be a problem. But let me just talk to her and I'll call you back. Is that okay?
Is it okay if I call you back?
Sure.
So, okay.
Okay. Now, so I did that on purpose, right? And that was actually for a first timer with no access to the scripts. And what I'm going to show you, that was really good. Okay. You used a lot of the great buzzwords. And Eunice, I'm going to show you, and I'm going to show everybody on this Zoom today what to say to get an appointment 100% of the time. Now, and I want to use this example of what we call the standard American response. The standard American response is, let me check with my wife. Okay. It is the biggest hide and seek game in the world. Okay. I do it all the time. Okay. I mean, my mom will call me, ask me for something. I'm a grown man. Let me check with mom. It's just second nature for people to do this. Okay. And what happens is we have to know that. And we have to still get the appointment, get a date and time, be agreeable with the client before we get off the phone. Okay. And they'll say that, oh, hey, and remember, people are really polite. Yeah, I'll call you back, right? And then sometimes they disappear, they move, they get abducted by aliens, they don't call you back, right? And you see them, they post it on Facebook, you know they got their call and you get depressed and all that stuff, okay? So, right, I'm going to show you how to get an appointment every time. Now, realize when we're setting appointments with people, know they don't want to share financial information, so you want to refrain from saying things like, this might benefit you, okay? Because that's irrelevant. Hey, I remember you were telling me how much debt you have, and I might have a way to help you pay it off. Even though they do complain to you about debt all the time, you don't want to breach that subject. They don't see value in what you do. What I mean by that is not that they don't see value. If they knew that you could increase their retirement savings by $500,000 at retirement, they'd sit down with you. They knew that you could cut 10 years off their mortgage, they'd sit down with you. They knew that you could reduce their insurance costs by 75% and give them more coverage, they'd sit down with you, but they don't understand that because they don't see the value immediately because they don't know, okay? They don't want you to come over and sell them something they don't need. Now, I want you guys to understand this. Everybody wants to be sold something they do need. That's why we search Amazon. That's why we open those emails. We say, oh, Labor Day sale, click on it because we want to buy stuff. People want to buy stuff. They want to save money. They want to improve their financial situation. But in their minds, they're thinking, hey, you know what? I don't want to be sold something I don't need. But, and Eunice alluded to it. She did a great job. I'm sure she remembered when Sheila or tried to set an appointment with her, or she just has really good common sense. But people do want to help you. They do. People are willing to help, man. We like helping other people. They will do you a favor. They will help you with training, and they will give you referrals. So that is the approach we're going to take. So how we set up an appointment. F is favor. I need a little favor, okay? Now I'm going to go through the exact scripts in a second. E, I'm excited. I'm really excited about a new career I'm starting. Now, Eunice, why do you think it's important to say you're excited?
Because when they hear that you're excited, a lot of people are happy for you and they want to help you.
Yeah.
That path.
Right. I mean, it creates curiosity, right? I mean, what are you excited? You're excited. I've never seen you excited about anything, right? You're only excited about sports or, something stupid, right? Like you're excited about something. What are you excited about? You got to say stuff like that. I'm excited. And two, people don't want to diffuse your excitement. They don't want to bring you down. Okay. And if they do, they're a negative Nancy, but most people don't. Okay. Training. I'm going through training. Why do you want to say you're in training? One, so they can't ask you a lot of questions. And two, it brings permission to come with a trainer or have them speak with a trainer. Most important 4-letter word, help. I need your help to get my certification. I need your help with training. Opinion. I value your opinion. I want to see if you see the same things I saw. And referrals. You may even be able to refer somebody to me or introduce somebody to me. Okay, here's the script. Hey, Shondell. So say I call Eunice, right? And I chit chat with her. Hey, Eunice, I need to ask you for a favor. I just started working with a company, a financial company, and I'm really excited. And I need your help with my training. I have to witness 10 training presentations in order to get my certification. Would you and Mike be willing to help me out? It would really mean a lot to me. That's it. That's all as simple as it is. What's it all about? Now, here you have to answer without answering. Okay, you can't be vague and evasive, so you do have to give an answer, but you don't want to give too much information. I'll talk about that in a minute. It's a little hard to explain over the phone, but it's finance, how money works, financial services, and I'm really excited about it. I just need help with my training. Is Tuesday at 6 p.m. good? Do I have to buy anything? There is no cost and no obligation. It's just for my training. This will allow me to get certified. If you see something that may benefit you, we can discuss, but it's primarily just to help me out. It will take 30 to 40 minutes. Does Wednesday night still work for you? They don't have to buy anything. I want you guys to understand they do not have to buy anything. If they do see something they like, awesome. We'll help them. We can talk about it. Why does my spouse need to be there? In order for me to complete my training and get full credit, I need for both of you to be there. Can you help me for 30 to 40 minutes? It really mean a lot to me. Let me check with my wife or husband. The standard American response. Okay, and I'm going to go through this in depth in a minute. Okay, well, let's just pencil it in for Wednesday at 6:30. And if you need to reschedule, just let me know. I just want to get you on my trainer schedule because he or she is very busy. So which day works better for you? We are busy. We don't have time. I know you're busy. That's why I'm asking, because I really value your time and your opinion. Can you give me 30 to 40 minutes? It really means a lot. I want you guys to understand this. You want to sit down with busy people. Busy people are the best people to do appointments with. They know the most. They're the most motivated. They're well connected. I don't want to see. Now, I'm not saying I won't, but you know, when someone's lazy, they've been out of work for 20 years. You know, they're probably not going to be a good appointment, good recruit. All right. I'm not interested. That's okay. That's okay. It's just for my training. And it really means a lot to me. I'm only asking the people I really think I can count on. This is really important to me. Will you help me out? It's okay. You don't have to buy anything. Just help me. I just need your help. I just need you to be one of my 10. Can I give you fake information? Well, in order for me to get the best training, I need to sit down with someone that has real life concerns and questions. I can do a mock appointment here at the office. Also, if you don't see what I'm doing, you can't give me information. You can't give me referrals, right? If you go through a fake exercise, you're not going to, hey, you know, Eunice, go watch this movie. It's really good. Oh, when did you see it? I didn't see it. I read about it. Well, it's not that strong. If I say I saw it last night, you need to watch it. It's incredible. You're going to watch it. Okay. Now, here's the trick, okay? You have to schedule them and get them to meet with you and their spouses. So there's a difference between scheduling them and actually meeting with them and the spouse there. Okay, and they don't call you the day of or the day before to reschedule. If you have to constantly chase people down, it will exhaust your emotional energy. So you ask kindly. Is it because they're going to always try to get off the phone without setting up the appointment? Let me talk to my wife. Let me check. Let me confirm. I'll call you back. So you have to ask kindly. Is it possible? Listen how I'm saying this. Is it possible, while I've got you here on the phone, can we discuss a possible time that you think will work for you? And if it doesn't work, you can call me back today or tomorrow. I'm going to talk to my spouse. How about we go ahead while I've got you on the phone? Let's tentatively put something down. And if it doesn't work, you can just call me back. Would that be okay? It's always how you ask. You'll get something scheduled and you don't have to chase them. Ask them to be flexible. Can you be flexible with the time in case our other appointments finish a little bit earlier or late? Right? You need to know, is it a hard stop at 8 o'clock? No, we can be flexible. I'm here all night, you know. Make it very clear that we need the spouse to be there. Is this definitely a good time for your spouse? Because I need both of you to be there in order for this to count for my training. Be skilled, elevate the importance in their mind, the level of importance of this training. Do me a favor, John. I don't know if you have a place where you write stuff down or if you can add a reminder in your phone. If for any reason that time is not good for you, if at all possible, can you let me know at least a day or two ahead? The reason I'm asking is because I'm bringing my trainer with me and I need to coordinate with them. And if you call me the day before, it doesn't give me enough time to schedule someone else in that spot. Look how important I'm making that sound. Eunice, if for any reason this isn't good for you, if at all possible, can you let me know at least a day or two ahead? See, if I just say, oh, you know what? No, don't worry about it. Just call me. If it doesn't work out, just call me. Well, then they're not going to take it serious. The reason I'm asking is I'm bringing my trainer with me. My trainer's going to jump on Zoom with us. And I need to coordinate with them. And if you call me the day before, it doesn't give me enough time to schedule someone else in that spot. People will say yes, more appointments will stick, and less will reschedule. Okay, now, if they have questions, I want you guys to see how I overcome this. Okay, now Eunice, don't look at the screen. Don't worry about what I'm going to say. I want you to have a normal dialogue with me. I'm trying to set up the appointment with you, and you have normal questions about what's going to happen. As normal, anybody would have questions. Okay, so you say, what's it about?
What's it about?
It's a little hard to explain over the phone, but it's finance. How money works, financial services. I'm really excited about it. Then what would you say? If you're a normal person, don't worry about, you know, you say, what's it about? I say, oh, it's financial services. It's how money works. It's, you know, it's hard to explain over the phone.
Do I need to buy anything, or is this about, are you presenting a product or something that I need to purchase, or?
Wow. Okay. See, that was great. That's how a normal person would react. Okay. Now I want you to do it again. Say, what's it about?
What's it about?
It's a little hard to explain over the phone, but it's finance, how money works, financial services, and I'm really excited about it. Is Tuesday at 6 p.m. good for you?
I have to ask my husband first.
Okay. Absolutely. I want you to check with your husband. He absolutely has to be there. While I have you on the phone, though, I know you had mentioned that both of you guys generally are home Tuesday at 6 o'clock, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna pencil it in. Okay, I'm just gonna pencil it in. I'm gonna write it down in my planner. And if it doesn't work for whatever reason, this is just tentative, just call me a day or the day before, you know, at least a day before, and let me know. But if I don't hear from you, we'll be on for Tuesday at 6. Is that fair? You know, something like that. Now, the reason I showed you that example, okay, when I just made a statement, when they ask a question, I just said it's a little hard to explain over the phone. It's finance, how money works, financial services. I'm really excited. I didn't end with a question. What did Eunice do? Do I have to buy anything? How long is it going to take? What is this about? And then what? I've lost control over the conversation. But if I ask just a simple question, is Tuesday at 6 p.m., I have regained control. Now she is on defense, and you know, metaphorically, okay? So questions is control. After they answer your questions, get off the phone. You don't want to talk your way past the appointment, okay? Now, and if you're like a lot of us, Okay. And you're like me, you're a chicken. I even emailed people. Okay. I haven't talked to somebody. Hey, this is the email thread. Like I said, I'm going to send this PowerPoint out. I wanted to ask you for a favor, if you don't mind. As you know, I'm working with a financial brokerage and I need to get trained on 10 live client presentations as part of my licensing and startup process. This will also help me get real life experience and learn our business much more quickly. This involves sitting down with families for half an hour and discussing general financial concepts and plans to help them reach their financial goals. Of course, there are no costs to you or obligations on your part, but I think at least you will learn something about financial planning. All we ask is that you listen to our overview, and ask questions. The only thing that we ask, if you find our concepts valuable, that you introduce us to any friends or family members that you think would benefit from meeting with us. I'm really excited about this business because I get a chance to be my own boss, to help other families out and still provide for my family. It's amazing, but I've learned that 95% of families do not have a written plan of when they want to retire, how much they will need at retirement, or how much they need to save now to meet these goals. There are a lot of families in this area with huge amounts of debt and not enough income to support their needs. With a little proper financial planning, hopefully we can get them on the right track. I would really appreciate your help, because this is my chance to break away. Obviously, this is my personal example from the corporate sector, start my own business and put my efforts to good use. Since I'm new to the business, I have to count on family and close friends to help me get this started. If you don't mind, I would like to set up a time to meet with you at your earliest convenience. The whole presentation takes about half an hour. We can come to your house just to make it easiest for you, or you can say we can do it on Zoom. Thanks. I really appreciate you helping me out here. That's a great introduction. Then you can set up the appointment. Okay. Now, if I was talking to somebody and they were giving me a hard time, right? They'll just say, Eunice is just giving me a little bit of a hard time. Oh man, what is this? What is that? I don't know. I'm so busy. Eunice, if you called me and asked me for help, what would I say to you? I'll be there tomorrow. I'm going to be on Zoom. Make sure your husband, and I would kind of like, just playfully force them. Dude, come on. Stop. Why are you making me beg you? I need a favor. You borrowed money. You still owe me, right? Come on, right? And you're not saying that, but those are the words behind the words. So my advice for you, and I'm going to end with something in a second. Okay, then I'll open up for questions. I see some people have some comments, raising hands. I'll get to everybody. Set 3 to 6 appointments immediately. Anybody ever see somebody get into a cold pool, swimming pool, or a cold tub? Do you want to go in fast or slow?
Fast.
Right? If you ever watch somebody go in slow, right, where they're, and they're 30 minutes later, they're still cold and they're not in, go in fast. Same with a Band-Aid. You want to rip it off or take it off slow? Rip it off, right? Slow is torture, fast is fun. Just set the appointments, trust me. My trainer didn't encourage me to set those appointments. I don't know if I'd been here, because I would have talked myself out of it. It's like a textbook for swimming, right? You learn the business in the field, right? I don't care, Eunice, if you and I, we don't know how to swim. We're taking a course on swimming. We read all the books. We even watch videos. We even watch videos. But our final exam is we got to jump in the pool and swim. We're going to drown, because you don't learn how to swim from a book or a video. You learn it in the pool. Just like here, you learn the business actually doing the meetings. And every client has the same problems and the same questions, and we have the same answers. Okay, and I want to end with this, and then we'll open up for questions. Throughout this training, I gave a major assumption that you will actually be setting up the appointment. Here's the good news, even for that. I gave you the dialogue to set up the appointments, how to say it, what exactly to say. how to overcome the objections, how to overcome the standard American response. But for many of you, your trainer is going to set up the initial appointments anyway for you. You don't even have to do that. We might do a 3-way text. You text somebody and then you say, hey, I've included Danielle on this. She's my trainer. She'll take her call and then your trainer will set it up. Or if we're in person and Sheila makes a call and she says, here, talk to my trainer, I might do it right there. So you don't even have to set up these appointments in the beginning. I just want to give you the words if you feel compelled or somebody calls you back, or you get into it with somebody where you just have to set the appointment right then and there, then you know what to say and you understand the psychology and everything. But in the beginning, you don't even, my trainer set all my appointments up. So if you are the most scared of anybody, just let your trainer do all the work. Okay. I gave you the words, but we use something called the triangle offense or the 3-way text, where we introduce these people to our trainer. Hey, Sheila, can you help me out? Well, here's my trainer. Can you talk to her? Here's my trainer. Can you talk to him? And then they do the work. And I'll set up the appointment. We'll say, hey, Eunice, look, thank you for agreeing to help Sheila. She's, going through her certification process with the state of Virginia. She'll be getting a license. She's doing classroom training. And then we have to be out in the field. Will you help her out? Do you have enough credibility with her? Does she have enough credibility where you help her out with the training appointment? Sure. What's it about? I know how to explain it. Well, it's financial services. How many works? She just needs it to witness. She needs to witness 10 to complete her certification. It takes about 30 minutes, no cost, no obligation. If you see something, we can discuss that, but it's just to help her. Would you be willing to do that? Okay, well, here's what we need. We need you and your husband to be there. It takes about 30 minutes. We can do it on Zoom or face-to-face if you're in the local area. Ask as many questions as possible. We'll stay as long as you need. And I set up the appointment. And if you watch somebody do this enough, just like the field training process, if you watch them do an appointment enough, you'll learn how to do it. If you hear them set up enough appointments, you'll learn how to do it. All right.